There are those people who just don't understand. They don't understand that, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Like record a video sharing with you how you can generate an extra $250 a day. And somebody told me that you want to learn how to generate $250 a day and you don't want to have to trade time for it. Am I right? If I'm right, I want you to do this with your head. Up, down, up, down. Okay, just do that. If I'm wrong, then I want you to just leave the video. Okay, that's all. All right, so I'm going to be sharing with you something that has literally helped me drop out of college. Okay, because it was literally because of this I dropped out of college, as something that has allowed me to quit my taxi job. Okay, I had a point 0.9 GPA. I was driving taxi. I was driving for 12 hours a day, and I was earning. I wasn't generating. I was earning. Okay, I was working for that $250, but trading 12 hours for that $250. And there were many times I worked and I did not get paid because people wanted to run away from the taxi. Okay, that happens. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you something that only requires after you do the initial setup, initial investment of work, right? Don't think that you can just do this and have money come in. Okay, this is not a genie in a bottle situation. Although I'm wearing all black, can't grant your wishes, but I can share with you the system that has been working for me. Okay, so let's do this. Now, this system, it is passive, but it's semi-passive until you want to get to a point where you can make it more and more passive. But you can literally take this within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, depending on how much you want it and depending on how much time you put into it. Within the next 30 to 90 days, you can literally have a business that is generating you an extra five, even $10,000 a month, and only having to work 20 minutes a day. Now, I've done many different businesses. You probably have heard videos. You've probably checked out many different things. You heard drop shipping, right? You heard affiliate marketing. I am an affiliate marketer myself. I have had success and I have awards for doing affiliate marketing stuff, right? I have been able to generate upwards of $30,000 a day with affiliate marketing. I got to tell you something. That thing took a lot of work. Okay, it took a lot of work for me to learn all the skill sets. It took me a lot of work. It took me a lot of time investment, a lot of focus for me to generate thousands of dollars per day. And I had to trade, some sacrifices for me to get to that point. But with this literal business, okay, within my first 2 weeks of starting it, initiating the process, I started earning money. In fact, my first ever payment was when I was in a lounge at 3 a.m. And at that time, I want you to imagine at that time, and as I'm saying this, I need you to imagine for your situation as well. At that time, I was driving taxi 12 hours a day, and as I was driving it, I used to at the end of the day I was count my money. Sometimes 200, sometimes 250, sometimes even $300. But I was trading time for money, and then I would go eat some buna kichuri after that, right? But this time I was in a lounge. I wasn't working, so that means I'm not expecting to get paid. Probably like you're in your situation, right? You want to get out of that. So all of a sudden, I hear this weird notification from my phone. I was like, "What's this notification?" And I look down. I've never heard this notification. I look down. It says something like Seba booked your place for like 200, like $20 or something like that. So it was my first ever passive income with this system that I want to share with you. And this literal money just came into me after about 2 weeks of starting this business. Okay. It's not about, no, I had to start something. I had to do all this extra work. No, no. It was 2 weeks after I started this business and I literally went live. Within a week, I got my first booking and started making money. And so this is something known as Airbnb. Okay. Like I said, it's not dropshipping, it's not affiliate marketing, it's not network marketing. Some things I did. This is Airbnb. And instead of you being a regular person going out there and just being another clog in the wheel where you're scrolling on social media or you're only booking a place to stay, why not you get paid when somebody else books your place, right? Instead of scrolling all day, why not you be the one making the video? So I'm making this video. So my point is, I want to inspire you to be on the other side, be on the revenue generating side, be on the side where you're getting the benefits because you're putting in the effort up front. Okay, so this system it has to do with Airbnb, and this process is very simple. Just pay attention. It's very simple. First thing what you do is you find a place. Okay, it's so simple. You're gonna think, oh, it can't be that simple. Somebody messaged me, oh, you make it sound so simple. And I don't know. Well, because it is simple. Okay. First thing is we find a property. Now, whether you are renting a place, or you are living with your parents, you have a home, it doesn't matter. You just need a place. You just need a place. It could be your garage. It could be a tent. Okay. It could be in your living room. It could be one of spare bedroom. It could be your guest house. It could be what I've done is I've taken other people's apartments. I've literally taken, there's vacant apartments. When you go on these, when if you ever rented, you had to do apartment hunting, right? It's the same thing. If you already have the skill set, so you know how to apartment hunt. The only thing you need to do now is make a deal with the landlord and say, hey, I'm going to rent your apartment and then I'm going to host it. Okay. And there's a simple way that we do that. If you want to learn how to do this, you can DM me on Instagram. It will be in the description below. And, we can talk about it further from there. But we just go ahead and make a deal with the landlord. It's not hard. Okay. You do have to put in some effort to find a good property. It's very simple. Find a property in a good location where travelers come in, like there's so many hotels out there, right? Why are there hotels? Why is the hotel industry so big? Because there's so many travelers, so many tourists, especially now. Everybody's working remote. People are traveling like crazy and they love staying and booking places. And if you have a place, you have a high chance of getting booked as well. So we rent an apartment, then we set it up. This is where the 2 week investment comes in. Okay, we literally just set it up. It takes about 2 weeks to set up the place. How do you set it up? Well, maybe you have to paint a cabinet. You see, this cabinet is black. Why? It's not because I have a black thobe and a black kufi that I was like, you know what? Let me paint my cabinet black for the video. I didn't do that. This was actually painted black because I was going to turn this into an Airbnb. Okay. And at a point, it was an Airbnb before. But the point is, you set it up, it takes about 2 weeks and you don't have to paint anything. I'll just give you an example because we want to go above and beyond. But you set it up. That means beds, that means carpets, sofas, TVs, bed sheets, pillows, dishware, silverware, you know what I'm saying? Stuff for a shower, right? Soap, shampoo, things like that, right? Anytime you went to you probably went to an Airbnb before, or you probably went to a hotel before, right? You expect certain things, right? You expect pillows on your bed, right? You expect a bed. You expect lights. So these are things. You just design it. You just set it up. It takes 2 weeks, not that long. Internet, right? You call the internet guy, Spectrum, Verizon, whatever. Hey, I need internet. You just set it up. You prepare it. You become an accommodation host. You're in the hospitality business. After that 2 weeks, you don't have to do anything to set it up again if you do it properly. Then you put it up on Airbnb, right? You just have pictures taken, or you take pictures, nice pictures. You put it up on Airbnb with a nice title, nice description, make it look nice. And what happens is, because Airbnb is just like Uber, like Uber, they want you to get trips because as you take trips, as you ride trips, and as you take passengers, they earn a cut, right? Same thing with Airbnb. They want you to get bookings so that as you get bookings, they get paid, you get paid, everybody's making money, right? The guest is the one paying the money though, right? And so you are now earning money and you don't have to trade your time anymore because you set it up, right? When a guest comes into to your booking, to your apartment that you put up, or to your spare bedroom, you don't have to be there. You don't have to open the door for him and say, hello, welcome to my home. Okay, take a look at this. Now let me tuck you into bed. Let me sing you a song. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is give them instructions. Hey, this is how you check in. You could set up a lockbox. You could set up a keypad. Here's your code. They come in, code, go inside. They see an open bed. You don't have to be there. When you go to a hotel, do you see the owner there laying on the bed telling you, this is how you lay on the bed, sir? And this is how you use the shower? No, no. You don't have to do that. The hotel owner is not your butler, and you're not going to be anyone's butler either. You're just going to be someone who provides the accommodation. Now, this frees up your time. This allows you to be anywhere while the guest is in your house or in the apartment that you set up, and they have to pay to get inside. And that's how you earn passive income. And that's when you realize, like I was able to realize when I started earning that passive income. My first month, I think I made like 5 grand, and then I got up to 8 grand with a property at that time because I kind of hacked some of the secrets, which I will share with you in the coming videos. If you want to learn, just subscribe to the channel or whatever. Or hit me up on Instagram. So that's what I did, right? I just hacked everything and I figured out legally, right? I didn't. I'm not so tech that I'm gonna go hack Airbnb's algorithm. I was like, okay, this is how I can make more money, and I was able to make more money. Generated $8,000. Started earning passive income. Stopped driving taxi. Started traveling. Started some side auto business, and I was like, you know what? And a clothing business, and we are like, you know what? Let's go to China. Couldn't go to China. Then we decided same day we're gonna go to Malaysia instead, and we went to Malaysia. And we thought it was gonna be a business trip, but it wasn't. It was more of just chilling, right? So that's what we did, and we went over there. And then the epiphany that I had, because up to that point, probably like you, if you have never earned passive income, is for me to get a paycheck, I need to go clock in, work, and then I get a paycheck. And that means that I have to be in that specific location. That means I don't have location freedom, right? Well, now I was in Malaysia. My apartment is in New York City, and somebody comes in. They come into my apartment. I get paid into my PayPal account, and I just realized I'm literally in a completely different country. I'm in a different country, and I got paid. I got paid for business that was happening on the other side of the world. And so that's when I realized, you know what, passive income is amazing. And, I basically never looked back, right? Of course, I've had other businesses. Affiliate marketing was also something that kind of popped off for me as well down the line. But once you start to, I have a friend right now who's doing anywhere from like, 40 to 60,000, even plus a month. I've shared this with him and he's doing well, mashallah. So what he was, at that time he was working a dealership, and recently when I was talking to him, he was like, "Oh, there's nothing like passive income," because that time he was in a dealership, he was making good money, like 10 grand, 15 grand, or whatever it was, maybe even 8 grand, doesn't matter. But he had to work literally 6 days a week and show up for 12 hours and be in front of somebody and selling, and he had to train. He was still trading time for money. And the point is, you're not the it's a better equation. It's a better situation. And tell me if you agree or not. To make less money and trade less time for it than make more money but trade your whole day for it. Am I correct? Am I right? Would you rather make $5,000, depending on your situation? Because I could see how this could go the wrong way. Would you rather make $5,000 working only 20 minutes a day, or would you rather make $8,000 working 10 hours, 6 hours a day, 4 hours a day? Which one would you rather have? I'll take the 5,000 because now I have more time. I could use that extra time to make more money with other businesses or scale up the business. Or I could use that time for a hobby or a passion business of mine. Or I could use that time for family. Or I could use that time to travel, whatever it is. It frees up your time. So when you're looking for freedom, passive income, you should start thinking, why do I want that passive income? You probably know, but you probably didn't really look into it. Think about it. What are you going to do with that extra time? Are you going to build a separate business? Are you going to go ahead and spend more time with family? Are you going to amplify yourself? Are you going to do more personal development? Are you going to work out on yourself? Because in the beginning, if you don't do that, then you're going to go down the wrong hole, and um, that's pretty bad. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about earning $250 a day, and I earned my first literal booking was like $250 a day. And the reason why I got inspired to make this video, because I just got a booking like 20 minutes ago, and it's for $270. I'll put it on the screen. But and let me show you some more proof, because I would love to inspire you a little bit. And if you're up to this point, let me know in the comments. Like, hey, I watched to the end, and this is what I got from it. Or if you have questions, let me know. So right now, as of me recording this video, okay, so this account right here, as you can see, this is April. Uh, you see that? So far we already got paid out 10,000, and we got another seven. It looks like I got more, but we got paid out 10,000. We got another 7,000 coming in on this account. Now, again, like I mentioned, it takes me about 20 minutes to manage this business, right? That's why I can do things like record this video and my other stuff, and like spend time with family and do this and do that, and spend like 3 hours in a cafe just sitting, just sipping tea, and not even realizing what's happening, right? So that's one account I showed you. That was 17,000. Let me show you another account, okay? Because I would love to inspire you, and I would love to help you get to this point as well. So this one right here, as you can see, got paid out 3,000 already. Another 3,000 is coming in, right? And if we look at May already, right? So right now we're in May, April, right? This is May. This is just money that's about to come in. As you can see, another 9,000 that's going to come in for that account for May. Let's see what's happening on this account for May. And this is going to increase as well. This is May, and another 15,000, right? So what's that? That's like 25 to $25,000 expected for May. And I'm working on improving. I'm working on expanding. I'm working on getting more places right now. So listen, I've tried all the businesses. I've tried all of them, and they're great. And maybe if you're talking about scale, my opinion is there's better businesses out there. If you're talking about scale, like if you want to make $1 million a month, then I mean I'm not really a fan of this business. If your goal is to make $1 million a month, but if your goal is to generate cash flow and get your time back and start generating passive income without having to trade time for money, so that you can spend that time, still earn money, and do something like for scale or do something for business or whatever, you just want to live a normal, chill life, then this is the way to go. This is the easiest one that I found. Tried many different things. This is the easiest one. The hardest part maybe is to find a place, okay, which I can help you with. But you find a place. After that, you can literally use other people's money. You can use other people's credit, and you're using other people's property. And then you just got to put in the time to set up the place. It takes 2 weeks, and now you're earning passive income, and it's just manage it for 20 minutes a day. So again, if you like this video, like. If you want more advice or questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want more personalized guidance or help, something like that, and if you're serious about this, or if you really want to learn this and you like the way I speak to you, and I don't know, you want to see my face more often, then hit me up on Instagram, and I look forward to helping you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I need to come up with a different what's it called, end line, tagline, whatever. Before I used to say stay in attack mode, but this video doesn't go in line with staying in attack mode for now. So we're just gonna say stay chilling. That doesn't count either. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.